You know exactly what you need to do. You have the time, you have the ability. And yet, you wait. You scroll. You clean something that doesn't need cleaning. You do anything except the one thing that actually matters. This isn't laziness. It's something much deeper happening inside your brain. Today, I'm going to show you why procrastination happens and the exact method to finally beat it. Welcome back to Mind and Money, where we break down the psychology behind wealth, success, and human behavior in slow, clear English so you can learn while you grow. Let's get into it. Procrastination is not about time management. Most people think procrastination means you're bad at managing your schedule. That's completely wrong. Procrastination is an emotional response, not a scheduling problem. You're not avoiding the task. You're avoiding the feeling that the task creates inside you. Boredom, anxiety, self-doubt, fear of failure. Your brain isn't lazy. It's protecting you from an uncomfortable emotion, using the only tool it has, avoidance. Once you understand this, everything changes. You stop fighting your calendar. You start dealing with the actual emotion underneath. Your brain chooses comfort now over reward later. There's a battle happening inside your brain every single time you delay something. One part of your brain, the limbic system, wants immediate comfort, right now, no effort. The other part, the prefrontal cortex, understands long-term consequences and goals. The limbic system is older, faster, and emotional. The prefrontal cortex is newer, slower, and logical. When you procrastinate, the emotional brain wins. It chooses the comfortable scroll over the uncomfortable task. The wealthy and successful aren't immune to this battle. They've just trained the logical brain to win more often. The bigger the task feels, the more you avoid it. Your brain doesn't see a task as it actually is. It sees a task as how overwhelming it feels. A massive project with no clear starting point feels threatening, and anything that feels threatening, your brain wants to escape. This is why procrastination gets worse with important tasks, not better. The fix is called task shrinking. Break the huge task into a step so small it feels almost impossible to avoid. Not write the report, write one sentence. Not build the business, send one message. Not get healthy, drink one glass of water. Small steps don't feel threatening, and once you start, momentum does the rest. Procrastination is often a perfectionism problem. Many people procrastinate not because they don't care, but because they care too much. If this needs to be perfect, and I'm not sure I can make it perfect, then starting feels dangerous, so the brain delays indefinitely, because not starting protects you from not being good enough. This is one of the most common patterns among intelligent, ambitious people. The cure isn't lowering your standards, it's separating the first draft from the final draft. The first version is allowed to be bad. Its only job is to exist. You can fix it later, but you cannot fix something that was never created. The 5-minute rule. Here is the single most effective tool against procrastination. Tell yourself, I only have to do this for 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes. Not the whole task, not even close to finishing it. This works because starting is almost always harder than continuing. Once you're 5 minutes in, your brain has already crossed the hardest barrier, the beginning. Most of the time, you'll naturally keep going. And if you don't, you still did 5 minutes more than 0, and 5 minutes repeated daily builds an entire life. Why successful people aren't more disciplined, they're better designed. Here's something most people get wrong about successful people. They don't have more willpower, they have better systems. They remove decisions. They prepare the night before. They make the right choice, the easy choice, and the wrong choice, the hard choice. Discipline is unreliable. It runs out by the end of a long day. Design doesn't run out. A system you build once works for you every single day without needing motivation at all. Procrastination isn't a character flaw. It's a signal pointing to fear, overwhelm, or perfectionism hiding underneath. Listen to that signal, then shrink the task, use the 5-minute rule, and build a system instead of relying on willpower. If this video helped you understand yourself better, subscribe to Mind and Money. Every week, we break down the psychology behind wealth, success, and human behavior in slow, clear English. And comment below, what's the one task you've been procrastinating on the most? See you next week.